Hello students, today we are going to learn about the idle time. This is the second session of labor costing. So we are going to learn about the concept of idle time, its meaning, formula, the causes of idle time, how to control the idle time, and what is the accounting treatment of idle time. It includes normal wages, that is direct labor, then idle time, that is part of indirect labor, overtime premium, salary for overtime, and fringe benefits. Those are in-kind benefits. All these will be treated as indirect labor, and all three indirect labor types will be part of manufacturing overhead cost, and these normal wages will be direct labor cost. So into this we are going to see about the idle time also, and in the next session we are going to see about the overtime. So idle time is the difference between the time for which payment is made and the actual time worked. So suppose payment is made for 8 hours, but actual time worked is 7 hours. So 1 hour is the idle time, not ideal, that is idle time, rest time. It is the time during which the worker did not engage himself in productive work. Suppose if there is a tea break. So tea break is the idle time. Lunch break. Lunch break is also idle time. So why we need to analyze this idle time? Because it is a crucial factor in manufacturing as well as in cost accounting. The loss occurred due to the idle time should be accounted. Analysis of idle time helps to control its causes and enables labor cost control. So if we analyze this idle time, then only we can control the causes of idle time, and we can control the labor cost. The labor cost should not be increased beyond a limit. So that should be controlled, and for that idle time control is necessary. So what is the formula of idle time? Idle time is equal to total time spent. Total time spent by the worker is denoted by T here, and minus actual time spent on the output. That actual time is denoted by AT. So IT is equal to T minus AT. That is the formula for idle time. So here different causes are given. First of all, production causes. Power failure due to negligence to power plant cause the idle time. So first cause is what? Power failure. When there is no power, your machines cannot work, and so that the workers have to sit there, they will remain idle. The production is stopped. Then machine breakdowns. Sometimes machines are breakdown. There may be some fault in the machines. So unless and until you repair that machine, you cannot work further. Sometimes lack of work results in idle time. So if you don't have any further order, then there is lack of work. If there is transport delay, there are repairs are going, they are waiting for setup of the machine, then the workers have to wait till the work starts. So all that will be counted as idle time. These reasons can be controlled by proper planning, so prompt action, and fixing the responsibility. They have to fix who is responsible for all these things, who has to take care of all these things. So the supervisors may be there, factory supervisor, machine operator may be there. So it's their responsibility to make the things work, right? So here are some examples. First example, here machines are breakdown, machine has been out of order here due to the power failure. So there is no power, so the workers cannot work, they have remained idle. Here due to accident, all the machines may be, the electricity may not be there, and the machine remains idle, so the factory remains idle. Again further causes, administrative causes. Some administrative decisions may cause idle time. During depression time, plant works at below normal capacity. So when there is a depression, that time your factory does not have that much demand for your products, and so that your factory works at below normal capacity. So that time all your labor do not have work. Some of the labor will have some work, but all workers will not have work in their hand. So during such periods, the labor force has to be maintained. Though they do not have work, you have to keep them. Otherwise, when in future, whenever the production will start at its normal pace, that time it will increase labor cost if you will not maintain these labors. So here is this was in economic depression. People remain idle during the wars in the factories. Third are economic causes. Seasonal demand for some products like ice cream, raincoats, etc. cause idle time for the rest of the year. Not during the season, but when there is off season. So during off season, like ice creams have more demand in summer season, but in winter or but in rainy season there is no that much demand. Nowadays we can eat ice cream on any day at any time, but still more demand is during summer season, but the rest of the year there is not that much demand, so production is less and the factory needs to keep the workers. They cannot leave these workers because they need these workers for the production in summer season. So here is another example of firecrackers during Diwali. During Diwali there is good demand or huge demand for the firecrackers. Now the things have been changed, though there is a ban on the firecrackers, still some people use the firecrackers, but still there is a demand during the festive seasons, and that time there is more demand, so more production, but during the rest of the years there is less demand, but the workers remain idle for the rest of the year. Fourth reason, business cycle, right? So every business has a cycle. Here you can say, so suppose here your business has been started, it goes to the peak, your production increases, demand increases, but after some time again recession starts and demand falls, and again you go to the loss, but you take some corrective actions and again you go to the peak, again you come down, again peak. So this is the business cycle. It happens in every business. So during the peak period there is huge demand and you need more labor force, but during the recession, during this last point, your labor force remain idle because there is no demand for your product and you are suffering from huge losses, and that time it is very difficult to keep your labor force. Though your labor force is idle, you have to pay them. Next are industrial causes. See this first picture, you can see these workers are on strike. So they have made a strike, maybe there may be different demands, maybe demand for welfare, maybe demand for a salary hike, maybe demand for their timings, right? So that is one of the causes that the factory remains closed and still workers have to be paid. Next reason is given, population movement. When there is huge migration, human migrations are there, then also factories remains closed and it causes idle time. Then changes in transport, strikes, lockouts, etc. also cause the idle time for workers. Let us see how to control the idle time. First of all, you have to need a fixed schedule. There should be standard time for tea and lunch break. See here, you can see here this factory starts at 5:30 a.m. They have also given when the machine should be turned on, when the fuel should be filled up, right? Morning break starts at 10:30 a.m. See, then break ends at 10:45. Again lunch break is 12 p.m. and lunch ends at 12:45 a.m. Again afternoon break is 2:15. Break ends at 2:30. Then further dinner break. Dinner break is 5:30 p.m. and 6:15 p.m. the break ends. Right? So factory lights will be off 11:30. So since morning 5:30 to 11:30 this factory works, and during this there will be, this is first morning break, then lunch break second break, afternoon break this is third break, and dinner break fourth break. Total 4 breaks are given. So these breaks are fixed, right? So after periodically the supervisors will prepare their idle time report, right? During according to the time specified in this timetable or schedule, they will prepare the report and they will calculate the deviation. Suppose if one worker is here, he is supposed to be join at 10:45 a.m. here after the break, but he joined at 11 a.m. That means there was 15 minutes idle time extra. He joined 15 minutes after, right, than other workers. So they will find out what is the cause, where he has gone, why he was late, was there a reason related to some production, or there was a reason, personal reason. So they will investigate the cause and then take the remedial action. Suppose his machine is started late by 15 minutes. They will find out why the machine is started late. Is there any problem with the machine? If there is any problem with the machine should be repaired. But if there is some personal cause, suppose he has gone for taking some breakfast there and he came late, so action should be taken on that employee, on that worker, right? So these are various steps to control the idle. This is the format of idle time report. Here this is the report of Lily Fashion. So it is related to textile and fashion garments. Then non-productive time record format. Non-productive means what? It is idle time. Okay. Then line number, production line, which is 4-number line. Line supervisor's name is Rajesh. So this report is prepared by whom? This is prepared by Rajesh, and report is prepared on 3rd January 2013. So here some causes are given. Downtime categories. Downtime means idle time categories. First is line setting. If there is problem in line setting, problem in machine breakdown, then cutting not available. See here, first reason they had given, cutting not available. How much time cutting was not available? 9:30 to 10:10. That means for uh, how many minutes? 9:30 to 10. Though these are 30 minutes, and again these 10 minutes. That means 40 minutes, and 40 minutes for 12 operators, 12 machine operators. So 480 minutes has been caused their idle time. Second reason is given, machine breakdown. Machine was breakdown from 12:10 to 12:30. 12:10 to 12:30 means 20 minutes. And how many operators are there? One operator. So total idle time of due to this reason is 20 minutes. Then third reason is given, power failure. Power failure is from 15:30 to 15:40, that means 10 minutes, and 20 machines, 20 operators remain idle. That means there are 200 minutes. Here you can see 200 minutes. So first 480 minutes, second 20 minutes, and third 200 minutes makes a total of 700 minutes idle time. So in this way, and all this idle time is supervised by whom? Rajesh. Rajesh has signature signed here, right? So in this way, idle time. Here you can see some other problems also. Quality issue of stitching. So if that operator, machine operator, the stitching person, tailor, if there is some issue with his quality, then his work will be stopped. Then next is what? Print or embroidery panel not received. If the worker did not receive printing design or embroidery panel for working according to that, then he will remain idle. Next is cutting quality problem. Here what happened? The master who cuts the fabric, he sends the fabric to the stitching person. And if the cutting has any problem, cutting quality has any problem, the worker will remain idle. Next is change of feeding plan. If there is change in feeding plan, means that means whose order will be taken first. Suppose A has given order of 200 garments and B has given order of 500 garments, and you change the line. First of all, you were working on this project, but then your owner told you that you should work on this project, then you have to change the plan, and you have to you have to change all the fabrics, all the threads according to the plan. So there may be idle time during this change, and here other column is given. So these results will be changed according to the industry or according to the production or nature of the product. It may be different, but the report of all the factories may be somewhat like this. This is a sample given for you. Now, last part of this session, accounting treatment. Normal idle time cost is included in factory overhead. So what is normal idle time? During the last two slides before, we have seen the schedule. In there, that there was tea break, right? Then there was lunch break, then there was dinner break. These are normal idle time. These are supposed to be for all the workers in the factory, and that much time you have to give idle, otherwise your workers cannot work properly. And second part is abnormal idle time. This abnormal time is due to strike, fire, power failure, machine breakdown. So different reasons are there for abnormal idle time, and that will be treated as loss, and that will be charged to costing, profit and loss account. This is not your factory overhead, this will be treated as loss. And normal idle time will be part of factory overheads, or we can call them works overheads. Third, special night shift allowance is treated as overtime premium. It is included in overheads. So night shift allowance will not be treated as idle time. That will be treated as overtime premium and part of overheads. During the next session, we are going to see about the overtime. So here 3 additional links are given. Go through them. Watch these videos for extra information on idle time and labor cost. So thank you very much.